Nigeria, a land of vibrant culture and immense potential, is facing a crisis of immense proportions. Hunger stalks the land, leaving countless citizens struggling to feed themselves and their families. Insecurity has become a constant threat, as violence and unrest plague many parts of the nation. Farmers, the backbone of Nigeria's food supply, are unable to work their land due to the fear of attacks. This disruption in agricultural production has led to a scarcity of food, driving prices beyond the reach of ordinary Nigerians. The situation is dire, demanding immediate attention from those in power. The cries of the hungry and the fearful echo across the nation, a stark reminder of the urgent need for change. The government must act decisively to address the root causes of this crisis, restoring peace and security to the land, and ensuring that no Nigerian goes to bed hungry. The recent surge in pump prices has dealt a devastating blow to the already struggling Nigerian populace. Transportation costs have skyrocketed, making it increasingly difficult for people to commute to work, access essential services, or transport goods to markets. The ripple effects of these inflated fuel prices are felt across all sectors of the economy, further exacerbating the hardship faced by ordinary Nigerians. The cost of basic commodities has soared as businesses grapple with increased transportation expenses. This situation has pushed many Nigerians further into poverty, making it increasingly challenging to afford even the most basic necessities. The government's decision to remove fuel subsidies, while intended to address economic challenges, has inadvertently placed an unbearable burden on the shoulders of its citizens. Access to quality healthcare remains a distant dream for many Nigerians. The healthcare system is grappling with a myriad of challenges, including inadequate funding, a shortage of qualified medical professionals, and a lack of essential medical supplies. This dire situation has forced many citizens to resort to self-medication, often with disastrous consequences. The lack of affordable and accessible healthcare has led to preventable deaths, particularly among vulnerable populations, such as children and pregnant women. The government must prioritize the health and well-being of its citizens by investing in healthcare infrastructure, ensuring the availability of essential medicines, and creating an enabling environment for healthcare professionals to thrive. Section 4. A Nation Divided. The stark contrast between the government and the governed. A palpable sense of disconnect pervades Nigeria, as a chasm widens between the government and the governed. While ordinary citizens grapple with poverty, hunger, and insecurity, government officials continue to live in opulence, seemingly detached from the plight of the people they are meant to serve. This stark contrast has fueled public anger and resentment, further eroding trust in the government. The government must demonstrate empathy and understanding, acknowledging the suffering of its citizens and taking concrete steps to alleviate their plight. A government that prioritizes its own comfort and enrichment over the well-being of its people is a government that has lost its way. Section 5. The urgency of now, a call for immediate action. The time for rhetoric and empty promises is long gone. Nigeria stands at a crossroads, and the choices made today will determine the destiny of generations to come. The government must recognize the urgency of the situation and take immediate action to address the multifaceted challenges confronting the nation. This is not the time for complacency or inaction. The government must engage in meaningful dialogue with the people, listen to their grievances, and work collaboratively to find solutions. The time for decisive action is now. The future of Nigeria hangs in the balance, and the world is watching. Section 6. The Path to Progress. Good Governance and Accountability. The path to progress for Nigeria lies in embracing the principles of good governance and accountability. Transparency, accountability, and a genuine commitment to serving the people must be the guiding principles of those in power. Corruption, impunity, and the abuse of power must be eradicated. The government must be held accountable for its actions, and the rule of law must prevail. Only through good governance and a steadfast commitment to the well-being of its citizens can Nigeria overcome the challenges it faces and fulfill its immense potential as a nation.